Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, respected teachers and friends. We know history is shaped by extraordinary individuals who dedicate their lives to the betterment of their people. And one such figure is Haji Omar Said Cokroaminoto, a visionary leader, educator, and a pioneer of the Indonesia national awakening. Today, we take you on a journey through his remarkable life and legacy. Saya Azzahwa Alfaatihah absensi 8, kelas 11 SOSHUM akan mempresentasikan, akan membahas dan menjelaskan tentang bagaimana kehidupan, tentang bagaimana perjalanan dari Raden Haji Omar Said Cokroaminoto saat itu untuk bangsa Indonesia. Okay. Born with the full name Raden Haji Omar Said Cokroaminoto, he is better known as H.O.S TJOKROAMINOTO. He was born in Ponorogo, East Java on August 16, 1882, and from a young age, Cokroaminoto showed a great promise, attending Dutch schools and later completing his education at Osvia, a plating school for Inlandsche Ambtenaren, a school for training native civil servants, and after graduating, Cokroaminoto began his career as a clerk to the Pati in Ngawi. He was later promoted to being a principal assistant, and during this time, he married Raden Ajeng Suharsikin, and who is the daughter of the Deputy Regents of Ponorogo, Raden Mas Mangunsomo. Together, they had 2 children like Siti Utari and Harsono Cokroaminoto. This period of his life laid the foundations for his understanding of governance and social structures, which would later shape his activism. And seeking to broaden his horizons, Cokroaminoto moved to Surabaya, and there he continued his education at the Burgerlich Avon School of Mechanical and Engineering, while working at the Koi & Co firm from 1907 to 1910, and later he worked as a technician and chemist at a sugar factory in Rogojampi, East Java. During this period, he also began writing articles for the daily newspaper Bintang Surabaya, and showcasing his growing interest in social and political issues. His readings often criticized the colonial systems and advocated for the rights of Indonesian people. And in 1912, Cokroaminoto's life took a pivotal turn when he was invited by Haji Samanhudi, the founder of Sarekat Dagang Islam, to join the organizations. The Cokroaminoto organization was renamed, Cokroaminoto saw a great potential in the group and shared its visions. And under his leaderships, the organizations was renamed Sarekat Islam, expanding its focus from economic issues to political activisms. And Cokroaminoto's charisma and eloquence quickly made him a central figure in the movement, right? His speeches, filled with the patience and wisdom, inspired thousands to join the organizations for independence. And under Cokroaminoto's leadership, Sarekat Islam gained recognition from the Dutch colonial government and grew into a powerful force. And the organizations aim to unite all Indonesians and achieve self-governance. Cokroaminoto's ability to inspire through his speech drew thousands of followers and making Sarekat Islam a symbol of hope for the oppressed. And he often emphasized the importance of education, unity, and faith, and famously stating, "Setinggi-tinggi ilmu, semurni-murni tauhid, pintar-pintar siasat." Like we all know, the highest knowledge, the purest faith, then the wisest strategy. However, the movement faced internal challenges, right? Sarekat Islam eventually split to two factions, White SE, led by Cokroaminoto, and Red SE, was influenced by communist ideologies. And Cokroaminoto remained steadfast in his visions, renaming the organizations like the Sarekat Islam Party PSI, and later the Indonesian's Islamic Sarekat Party PSI, with a clear goal, of course, for achieving Indonesian independence. Despite the challenges, he continued to advocate for unity and non-violent resistance and against colonial rule. Like, Djokramato was not only but a leader for Sarekat Islam and others, but also a mentor. Perhaps one of the Djokramato's most enduring legacies was his role as a mentor for future leaders of Indonesia. His home in Surabaya became a hub for young intellectuals of Indonesia, including Sukarno, who would be Indonesia's first president. Djokramino taught them about the importance of critical thinking, political strategy, and unwavering commitment to the nation. His influence of these young individuals shaped the course of Indonesia independence movement. And in 1934, Djokramino attended a party conference in Banjarmasin, South Kalimantan. Shortly after the event, he fell ill and passed away in the same years on December 17, 1934 in Yogyakarta, and he was buried in Pakuncen Heroes Cemetery, leaving behind a legacy that will inspire future generations. Although he did not live to see Indonesia proclamations of independence in 1945, but his contributions laid the foundations for the nation's future. Like, today, H.O.S. TJOKROAMINOTO is remembered as a national hero and a symbol of resilience and determination. His visions of a just and educated society continues to resonate and reminding us to the power of a unity and the importance of standing up for what is right and for what is not right. Schools, streets, institutes across Indonesia bear his name and honoring his enduring legacy. H.O.S. TJOKROAMINOTO was not just a leader, he was a revolutionary thinker who transformed the way Indonesians viewed themselves and their future. His role in Indonesia's struggle for independence was multifaceted, encompassing political, social, and educational realms. One of TJOKROAMINOTO's significant contributions was his ability to unite diverse group under a common cause. Through Sarekat Islam, he brought together people from different ethnics, religions, and social classes, fostering a sense of national identity. He emphasized that independence could not only be achieved through united and collective effort. His famous slogan, we cut that. And TJOKROAMINOTO was also a prolific writer and orator. Through his articles in newspapers like Bintang Surabaya and Utusan Hindia, he exposed the injustice of colonial rule and educated the masses about their rights. His speeches were not only inspiring but also strategic, often using Islamic principles to mobilize support while advocating for modern political ideas. He believed that Islam and nationalism could coexist, and visions that resonated deeply with the Indonesian people. TJOKROAMINOTO efforts to resist colonial oppressions. And TJOKROAMINOTO was a staunch advocate for non-violent resistance, but he was not afraid to the challenge to colonial authorities. He used legal and political means to fight for the rights of Indonesians, often clashing with the Dutch government, Belanda, Netherlands. But his leadership in Sarekat Islam forced the colonial regime to recognize the organizations and making significant step forward to struggle for the self-governance. And TJOKROAMINOTO envisions an independent Indonesia that was not only free from a Dutch from the colonial rule, but also just an equitable. He believed in the importance of education, also as a tool for empowerment, and worked tirelessly to improve access to schooling for all Indonesians. His vision extended beyond his political independence. He dreamed about society where every individual had the opportunity to thrive. And today, TJOKROAMINOTO's legacy lives on the values he championed: unity, education, and justice. His contributions to the Indonesian independence movement laid the foundation for the nation's future. Schools, streets, and institutions across the country bear his name, and his teachings continue to inspire new generations of leaders, especially me. From the streets of Surabaya to the halls of power on the Jakarta, Aminoto influence can be seen everywhere. His unwavering commitment to justice and equality reminds us that the fight for a better future is never easy, but it's always worth it for we try. And as we reflect on his life, let us honor his memory by continue to work towards of Indonesia he dreamt of, like a nation that is united, educated, and free. So yeah, we need nations like Indonesia he dreamed of, a nation that is united, educated, and free. Haji Umar Said Djokroaminoto. Life teaches us that true leadership is about serving others and fighting for a cause greater than oneself. As I reflect on his journey, let us carry forward his spirit of courage, wisdom, and unwavering commitment to justice, honoring the legacy of H.O.S Djokroaminoto, a pioneer of Indonesia independence. Thank you for listening my presentations and our discussions. Thank you so much, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.